Good afternoon. It's exactly 12:26 p.m. and you're tuned in to the Coppers Hangouts on Omoluwabi Radio 87.7 FM. The Coppers Hangouts is a show for everything NYSC, from camp life to CDS to PPA to biometric struggles and lots more. I'm your amiable host, Grace Ajigbomogun, and with me, as usual, is my co-host, Leye. How are you doing today, Leye? Of course I do. I don't understand. Alawi?
Alawi, you know, say anything with money, they involve. The weather go plumb with them. You don't understand.
So you're expecting Alawi today is what?
Anything is possible now.
What do you mean anything is possible? Today is just the 16th of August and you're expecting allowance. Is allowance not supposed to be paid at the end of the month?
If you are paid now, will you reject it?
Oh.
So what are we saying?
But that does not mean I should be expecting allowance on the 16th. Today is just 16th.
Anyhow, let's continue with the show.
All right. Before we dive deep into the show, here's the NYSC news for this week. The National Youth Service Corps has denied the social media reports the Corps members' bank accounts are being upgraded to accommodate the 70,000 naira new national minimum wage. The Corps has said no directive have been given by the relevant authority for it to start the payment of 70,000 minimum wage to Corps members or to upgrade their account. According to a statement issued by the NYSC Director of Information and Public Relations, Eddie Megwa, the report is misleading and absolutely false. The NYSC therefore advised Corps members to desist from allowing mischief makers who are set to mislead Nigerians to continue to play on their intelligence. Leye, in all sincerity, how do you feel about this news?
Well, it was heartbreaking though, because I've been calculating how I'm going to spend my 77k.
You are planning. You've been planning to invest in real estate.
Not just real estate though. So many things. I forbid hotel with them self. I'm waiting with them.
I don't understand. This same 77,000 naira.
Now when you say I want to invest for real estate, 77k don't reach me.
No, I was only saying no.
Hey, you said
I don't know what your plans are, but I know for sure.
But as I see the news, I was so heartbroken because I was expecting it to take effect this month. However, this kind of bureaucracy we have in this country.
But anything can happen. If there's a directive to pay,
it's not that the approval has not been given.
Yeah.
Like the president has signed it, but there are still some documentation. It's all about bureaucracy, though. You understand? So until everything is in order, that is when they will now say, okay, fine, the payment will start coming in. So we just tell our fellow colleagues to calm down,
including you.
So
for this month, are you expecting it this month or not? Be sincere.
No, I have been praying to God, and I know God.
You pray?
Answers prayers. Yes.
You pray?
I pray since the news, dominated the airspace. I have been praying every morning. Oh God, what is wage and salary committee? What are they doing? Oh God, let them give order. It shouldn't happen like that now. They say they are doctors. We are still children, whether adopted or not adopted, at least. But that 77k, my mind tells me, and I believe in God that it will drop.
You believe in
Jonathan,
God.
they laugh.
Let me believe too. Let me believe. Okay, right now we'll be going on a short musical break. Please stay tuned. Don't touch that dial.
ṣàlàyé àwọn ọmọ bẹ́tà tí bọ̀ keep your money tó bá bọ̀ lókè lókè la máa lọ rẹ̀ pé balẹ̀ sága ìyàtọ̀ bébí wà ó mi ò ráyè kéèyàn fẹ́ràn kan jẹun kò jẹ́ ló jẹ́ ọgbọ́n ṣé wọ́n nípa ẹgbẹ̀rún àgbà Vanessa ẹgbẹ̀rún mú kẹ́gbójú yé ìsè mẹ́ta olówó olólóyún aṣọ kéríkérí ẹ máa jókòó ó di dandan super extravagance lọmọ èmi là ṣàkẹ́ mẹ́dùn baby you catch my feelings I'm getting weaker you dey shock my head see you from Ghana ọmọ olómi ká máa nà wọ̀nyà má ṣe jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀ dísèpùlù fún ìtújà wáyà ó dáadé sọ́mọ̀ ẹ̀fẹ́ kì í ṣe wáyà ìtúyọ̀ àdá ọmọ olómi lè má dá àṣà no pressure wọ́n dábọ̀ ọ̀gá díẹ̀ nílò ló bọ̀ wọ Amẹ́ríkà lọ fún tọ̀ àkátá wọn pọ̀lọ́pọ̀ plenty ọmọge wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kí sanilẹ̀ orí mi ló yọ mí ọ̀tá yìí bá yọ mí ọmọ pé I dey find my way nípa tẹ́lẹ̀ ló kọ́ stop my rain bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ like a moving train mi bí big money no chinking chain owó ń bọ̀ ọ̀nà ń bọ̀ àlàáfíà àti gbádùn bọ̀ àánú wọn tọ̀ plenty tọ̀ my record and back it up. Ládòrè mi bá mi ṣọlá olúwa ní ṣọlá yáyá. Àbá Vanessa ẹgbẹ̀rún mú kẹ́gbójú yé ìsì mẹ́ta olówó olólóyún aṣọ kéríkérí kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ máa jókòó ó di dandan super extravagance lọmọ èmi là ṣàkẹ́ mẹ́dùn baby you catch my feelings I'm getting weaker you dey shock my head like this your from Ghana ọmọ olómi ká máa nà wọ̀nyà má ṣe jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀ ìjà wáyà ó gàdé sọ́mọ̀ ẹ̀fẹ́ kì í ṣe wáyà ìtúyọ̀ àzà ọmọ olómi yóò máa dá àṣà.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Rage process.
Hello, vitamin C. Mommy, mo fi jọ my melanin queen. Fine girl, no pimple, classy and simple. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I dey miss you, gone. Need to say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I do back. God don't kill me, make me stronger. But this one weak me, make I no lie. Look like my eye when I think of him. But you low now, you for don't jay. God don't kill me, make me stronger. But this one weak me, make I no lie. No be wash. I never see another woman like this. She tell me say the world is full of jackpajantis. Say the little light of mine, oh it go shine, shine, shine. Mommy, can you see me now? What I pour down for my many times I dey miss you, gone. Need you say you wait a little longer. This our life, every day I look back. God don't kill me, make me stronger. But this one weak me, make I no lie. What like my eye when I think of him. But you low now, you for don't jay. God don't kill me, make me stronger. But this one weak me, make I no lie.
The voice of integrity, 87.7 FM.
Welcome back. Yes, if you are just joining us, you're still tuned in to the Coppers Hangouts on Omoluwabi 87.7 FM. Today's edition is going to be a special one. We have a core member from the Sustainable Development Goals CDX. Excel, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for having me here. Excel Adeniji from the SDJ CDS, SDJ Advocate CDS.
All right. CDS is one of the vital aspects of the NYSC scheme. It encourages core members to contribute to the development of their host community through social responsibility and, of course, community engagement. In this regard, the Sustainable Development Goals CDS have planned a free summer coaching for senior secondary school students. Leye, I must say it's very impressive. What do you think about this?
Before I say what I think about it, let me ask you, in what way have you yourself contributed to your own CDS?
Leye, that is looking like an attack.
No.
I asked you a
We
question.
must be responsible, isn't it?
So you think I'm not responsible?
No, you must be responsible to your CDS. Since you define, when you gave the definition, it was clear. So at least it's not just about what I say; it is about what I have done. So how have you also contributed to your CDS?
But I asked you the question first.
You want to ask me?
So what have you done? What has your CDS done?
Thank you very much for that beautiful question. My contribution to my CDS has been so huge because I've never missed it before, and then I've been signing attendance regularly.
When I say CDS, I'm talking about the actual community development service.
Okay, you mean my group?
Yes, your CDS group. What have you guys done? I
Yeah.
mean, the SDG CDS, the Sustainable Development Goals, they've come up with something and it's very beautiful. So I want to know, your own CDS group, what have they done?
Well, when you
What
see our
have you guys been
president,
doing?
I'll ask our president, not me.
Excel, what do you have for us?
Okay, well, I mean, at SDG CDS, we're connecting with other core members. I mean, so your CDS group can also join us,
Alright.
and we're organizing a free tutorial for public school students, senior secondary school students to be
Okay.
particular. And the way it is that we have 3 locations at different areas in Ibadan, and we have one at Moniya, at Basharun, at let me just mention the names of the schools. So we have Apomode Moniya Grammar School at Moniya, Obabaz, Aleshinloye Grammar School at LALE, then Oba Kinyeli Memorial High School at Basharun. So we have those schools as the resource center. So any public school students, from senior secondary school from that area can come around to that school. And it's not just about academics, yeah. It's also going to have computer literacy and vocational trades too. So there's emphasis on those ones too.
If I may ask, what inspired such initiative?
I mean, what was the motive behind this?
Something must have
Okay.
driven that.
So at our CDS group, I mean, there are some sessions that we have and we just say, okay, everybody just think of problems in our community that we can solve. And on one of the breakout sessions that we had in our different groups, because we have subgroups, one of the problems that was raised and a possible solution for a project that could be worked on was this project. And this is actually a combination of several projects. And that's the computer literacy, the vocational trade, encouraging
So
students.
it's not going to be pure academics.
No, not pure academics. Yeah, academics is the major part, right?
Yeah.
It's going to take the larger chunk of the time, but then there's also emphasis on that computer literacy, like I talked about, and the vocational trade.
Okay.
Well, the way it is that we want students to not just think of academics as just I want to finish from school and all of that, but also to see it as something that they can use for themselves and be able to relate with the world, even in this, computer literate world and so that's what we want to do. That's what we want to achieve.
So it's going to be at 3 different locations.
Yes, 3 different locations between 10 a.m. till 1 p.m. and it's going to start this next week Monday. That's August 19th, and it's going to run all through till September 5th. So it's going to just be Mondays to Thursdays. We know it's holidays, so people still want to rest. So just Mondays to Thursdays.
Wow, that's commendable.
It's
I must
very
commend your
impressive.
group for that.
It's impressive. It is.
However, this is a question I've been wanting to ask before Grace asked the initial question. definitely there are some core members that also have such kind of mindset that okay, I want to contribute to my society, and they just don't have the platform. So now if such core members are listening to the program, and then perhaps they are having the intention to say okay, I can also contribute to this project, perhaps by joining as a teacher, volunteer and all those things, what do you have to say to them?
Okay, see, this is really, it's very open, right? I mean, we have been trying to reach out to more core members from other CDS groups. So we could drop a contact here that they could reach out to if anyone is interested in joining. There is a link that for registration for volunteers from other groups, other CDS groups, so that when they register, we can also communicate with their CDS group leaders or schedule officers and all of that, because the executives such as the ADCDS and the state coordinator, they're in loop. So for record purpose, we still have to have all of that.
So in essence, what you're saying is, as a core member, even though I'm not in the same CDS group as you are, I can decide to be a volunteer for this thing you're talking about.
Yes, very much, yes.
For the summer coaching.
You should contribute something to your, not just alawi alone you'll be collecting. You don't know.
Are you talking to me?
Before the end of batch C, you are.
What are you doing? What is your own? What? I don't understand.
I'm going to join. I'm going to speak.
So what gives you the assurance that I'm not going to join as well?
I'm only encouraging you. This is an opportunity for you to show that you are patriotic, not that you are serving because of the Alawi. Because I notice your mood has changed since that 77K issue.
At times I feel like
don't let us digress.
I feel like you just come to the show to attack me.
Don't let us digress. Just forget that. I have a question for itself, so maybe after the show we can discuss it.
No problem.
Okay, so my question is, there are some situations whereby some students they are not from this state. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like,
okay.
Perhaps they come for the holiday break and all those things. They are not from Oyo State or from.
They don't base here in Ibadan.
They don't base here. So, is it open to those that are resident here alone?
Well,
there may be some kind of registration.
Or as long as you're a student.
Or as long as you are a student, you are qualified to attend the tutorial.
Well, that's quite tricky, and that's because the main audience are public school students, and hence the reason we're using their facilities.
Okay.
So, but if they are students like that, they could come around and could register them. There's going to be a registration standards, and there's going to be a consent form too that will be given to the parents, and we could work our way around that.
So they have to be senior secondary school students?
Yes, senior secondary school students.
Okay, that's beautiful.
So apart from, because I could see the flyers, apart from the information contained here that Grace raised earlier, what other requirements?
Yes.
To register? Well,
the requirement is just be a student and be mainly public school students in your senior secondary school.
What if Leye, as a copper, decides to? He's not a senior secondary school student, but he might want to learn, he might be open to learning.
Computer literacy, we've seen it's normal. What she said is there are some core members that actually they want to build their computer skill. Just like you said, computer literacy is part of the programs. So can core members also participate as students under that particular program, not as tutors now?
Well, we can work around that. Let me just, before I answer that question directly, let me just highlight this. So the core members, the people that are volunteering, we don't just need teachers, right? There are other people that are in the admin sector, and that at this sector that involves people that are just trying to control the class and all of that while the lecture is going on, while teaching is going on, people that are involved in registration. So surely if let's say a session, I'm going back to your question now, if there's a session for computer literacy and somebody is teaching the students, and a core member is around there and wants to learn what they are teaching, so sure, it's fine.
So it is open for core members as well.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, it's good, just like I've said earlier. But when it comes to summer coaching, is always a dicey kind of thing, because you are bringing in people from different kind of orientation, different backgrounds, different academic foundation. So, is there anything put in place to like manage these people? It's very easy to gather students and then begin to teach them, but students can be funny, they can be unpredictable, just to keep them safe.
okay. Like I said earlier, so there's an admin sector. So these people, they are not teaching. They are not. Their job is just to ensure that there's law and order. And in the consent form that the students will have to sign when they register, that consent form has a clause there where that if there's any display of truancy by the students will be expelled from the summer lesson.
Wow,
So there's that in place. I mean, and they'll be engaged throughout. Just from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, they'll be engaged throughout that time. And the schools that we are using are also relatively safe. Well, thanks to the government in Badon, most of the schools are safe, and so that's it.
So,
well, before we go on the short break, can you emphasize the locations of the tutorials?
Okay.
The 3 locations, so that those that are just joining, that wants to get where it's going to take place, they are going to at least get that now.
So we have one of the resource centers at Akwamode Monia Grammar School, Monia. We have at Oba Abbas Aleshinloye Grammar School, Elele, and we also have one at Oba Kinyeli Memorial High School, Bashoro.
could you please take that again?
Okay. Akwamode Monia Grammar School,
Okay.
Monia. Oba Abbas Aleshinloye Grammar School, Elele. Oba Kinyeli Memorial High School, Bashoro.
All right. Is there any phone number for contacts or something?
Yes. So for anybody that needs more information, you can contact the project coordinator, which is myself, Excel Adiniji, and that's via the line 09063087004. I'll take it again, 09063087004. You can also contact the vice president instead. That's Tobiloba Adekunle. That's 08148737294. I'll take it again, 08148737294. So, but for both core members that want to volunteer and students that want to join in and are looking for more information, or even people that want to sponsor.
Oh, you need sponsors.
Sponsors, yes, would need sponsors. For the vocational trade and all of that. Yes, we are open to sponsors.
Okay. The registration is going to be online?
For the students?
Yes, sure.
No, it's going to be physically.
Okay.
So they come over there, they register.
The first day?
Yes, the first day they're around, they register, they get their consent form, they're able to join the class for that day. But the next day, they have to come with the consent form already signed by their parents and filled by their parents.
Right.
Consent form that they will behave well.
Yes.
They will be disciplined.
They'll be disciplined, and that the parent is aware that my child is actually going to that place, right? So,
There are situations whereby a child will tell his or her parent that, okay, I'm going to the lesson, and then probably not get to that.
Have you done that before?
Let me ask my question.
Okay.
And probably not get to come to lesson, and then you see the parents saying, my child said he or she was coming to lesson, and then so I don't know if you've ever thought about that risk happening.
Well,
when you're in your plans.
that risk also exists for people that are going to school. There are people that they tell their parents that they are going to school and they are not actually in school. So we are going to try our best to keep that in check. But there's this so it's only to an extent, but we're working towards keeping in check with attendances and all of that, so we understand the amount of people that are attending and people that have registered. Okay, is this person around? Do we need to reach out and all of that? Yeah,
that's just what I was about to say. When there is a contact to reach the parent, and then maybe a particular child is not seen, to avoid kind of issues that, okay, my child said he was coming and all those things, you just reach out to the parents to be sure that the child is still with them. Because we can say they are senior secondary school students. Some of them are below 17 years. Some are even 15, 16. So they are still teens. So that's great. I don't know if Chris has anything to say.
Okay, so as a parting shot, what is it that you like to tell the students that are coming, students that are interested in coming?
To motivate them that, okay, fine.
What do you want to say to them?
What is in stock for them? Their expectations.
Well, I mean, people will always give the charge that take your future today, right? Right, and
that's some motivation, right there.
And that's just what we want for the students. I know that it's a time to rest, play, and all of that, but then it's just about 3 hours. Just come around and learn, come around and be impacted, come around and get some computer literacy, get some skills. And just to say this and be clear with it, the topics that are going to be taken, because surely we can't cover all of the topics that are going to be taken are WAEC oriented. So we're looking at topics that we know that usually will be repeated in WAEC. So for SS2 and SS3 students that are looking at, I'm not sure how I'm going to do my WAEC and all of that. Some students just came off with their results recently. I was in one of the public schools, and some of them had great results. Some of them were like, oh, this was not nice, this was not this. So for the courses that we are taking, we are WAEC oriented, giving as much as possible for whichever student that is preparing for those kind of exams to get it done. Once again, your future is in your hands and you can take it now.
Yeah,
that's cool. And I would like to engage some of my friends that may be interested in volunteering, so that it can be.
And I think this is a wake-up call for all core members and other CDS groups.
Absolutely, there are so many projects that they can also do. You understand, and to really impact, because it's within a short time frame, a year, and then everything is gone. Within that year, at least one substantial thing can change the community where you serve. So that is the main highlight. And SDG, I'm right?
Yes.
Yeah, they have gotten the ball rolling. So other groups can follow suit.
CDS groups should
follow suit.
Yeah.
When I get to my CDS, I will advise my president to also, we should also do something.
Yeah, that's impressive. Of course I will.
Your future is here now too. You can take it now too. You can join us. You can volunteer now.
No problem. We will.
We'll do that.